Hello, welcome back to my tea house. Before we get into today's cup of tea, I want to first say thank you to the tea house community. Thank you to everyone that has been subscribing and showing love to the channel, as well as Cardware TCG for sponsoring me as a Union Arena player. If you guys are interested in some new deck boxes, some binders, or some amazing card sleeves, please give them a look. Head over to their website, Instagram, Twitter, show them love. But until then, let's get into today's cup of tea. We'll be playing Lullaby Nobara versus Yellow Bleach Rush. Rush has been taking the format by storm. I don't think it will be here much longer once JJK gets into the picture, and once Code Geass comes, I doubt we'll see it at regionals. But until then, I want to show you guys how amazing Lullaby Nobara can be, how suppressive it can be, and what you can really do with it. Excited to finally get another video out for you guys, so let's get into the mix. Alright, so getting into it, we are going to be playing the Zero Drop Itadori Yuji. For those that don't know you, it's basically that standard card that lets you ramp up an extra energy and then you sack it after your main phase. Then he's going to play the Zero Drop Ebrin into the Asnot or Asnote, however you want to pronounce it. That way he could add that pressure if he wants to move that Ibra up to swing or put it back. But honestly, with what Yellow Rush wants to do, you need 5 energy, sometimes 6 if you really want to play, but you need 5 to do what Purple Rush does. Continuing the basic setup, we're going to play the Zero Drop Nobara, and then we are going to play the 2-1 Nobara into the front line, because you know what? We need to be aggro, and we also need to protect ourselves just in case this rusher wants to get active. You know what I'm saying? I love this Nobara. It allows you to rest the opponent's character in front line and then raid on top of it and get another stun and basically swing for double damage. You see that he plays the Zero Drop Jugrim in the back, and then he plays the 3-1 color trigger Yubaha, which lets you basically sack one. I was explaining to him what this card does. He should have sidelined this. I don't know why you let me draw a double blocker that also makes you pay an additional energy to remove it with a character ability or an event card, but you know, you got to learn the hard way sometimes. So we go into our draw, and now that we have that card, we're figuring out the plays, what we want to do. We're going to crack the Itadori to get the extra energy, and we are going to play into the Panda with Step. We love Panda on this channel. Double energy 3k Panda. Then we are going to play the Gojo, and then finally we are going to play the Domain Expansion. Give us back our 2 energy. We ramped up, and this is where I make the first big mistake. Honestly, I should know by now not to play my boss mons in the front, but because I basically utilize Gojo as an event card just to play another card for free, I kind of throw disrespect on him. So I explained to him what it does, and we go ahead and play the Gojo that we just pulled in the front. Now, just like that, we have 3 bodies. We swing for the 1. He gets the Yubaha Zero Drop, add to hand, and then we end turn. But since the Yuji was basically going to the sideline anyways, we should have played it in the back, because then he reacts with a Metalize. We no longer get to see our big boy. Now he played the Bambi, getting ready to do the whole rush, and then he plays the Jugrim just to match tempo and deliver another attack to us to stay on pace with what we're dealing in damage. We reveal, we get the Infinite Void, add to hand. Beautiful card, bro. We're gonna show you what Infinite Void does in just a second. So we draw, we go into our hand. Maybe I wasn't too pressed about the card. We draw into another Gojo. I was gonna play it right away. I realized I couldn't do that, so watch what we're gonna do here. We're going to tap 1 to play the Infinite Void in the back. What Infinite Void does essentially locks down a character indefinitely. It's a better Toshio in my opinion. As long as you have a Gojo in the front field, your opponent's card can't untap during both the start of their phase and the end of their phase, so it's perma-frozen, and the field stay as long as the field stays on the line, and the field only stays if you have a Gojo in the front. So in order to get rid of the field and unlock that character, you have to remove the Gojos, and that's why these 4/1 Gojos are so amazing, because you need to pay an extra AP if you want to target them with both a character's ability or an event card. He draws into the Yubaha raid after that damage, and he's kind of behind for a rush deck. That's why I'm not too fond of the yellow. I feel like it's slower than purple, and purple can get behind too if they get screwed, you know. He moves the Bambi up, he Quincy's, gets the 2 energy up. What is he sitting at? 4. Yeah, he's sitting at 4 energy, goes up to 5, and then taps another to raid in the Yubaha, which he cannot do. It is 6 energy to raid in the Yubaha. I didn't catch it at first, so we let it play out, but he catches his mistake. We get the Panda trigger to activate a card, and I think that's why. Oh, okay, now I know. So he backtracks, he sees that he doesn't have enough energy, so instead of the Yubaha, I was asking if I should shuffle my life. He's like, nah, because what he was going to do next still justifies it. He raised into the Asnot again, still having impact, and then instead of popping the Nobara, he's going to only rest the Nobara with the Asnot's effect. Deals the damage. Again, we draw into the Panda that we already know. We active one of the, and then he doesn't swing because we give it +3, so he can't do anything. And then resets. Going to our turn now, we have a beautiful full board. I'm looking for a Nobara here. That way I could do some crazy shenanigans, but we're not going to have that. So instead, we are going to play the other Gojo that we have, because we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, so we now have 6 energy, so we can play in the Gojo. I was debating moving up the Nobara just so I can get an extra swing in, but I didn't want to be too greedy. I was like, you know what, hold on, let me just be patient. The odds of him having another kill card are pretty slim. So we're going to play the Gojo in the front once again, and then we are going to play the Hollow Technique purple. And what that does is, if there is a Gojo in your front line, or not in your front line, in your field, it costs 1 less AP. And then the Gojo, again, allowing us to play a card with 1 AP for free, whether it's a character or an event, allows us to essentially play this kill card for free. It's amazing. It's beautiful. We remove the Asnot. It doesn't go to your sideline. It goes to the removal area, which again makes, you know, the JJK deck so much better. And Purple Bleach is going to have such a rough time, especially when JJK comes out. We go into our swings. We swing for the 35, no trigger. Swing into another 35, no trigger. And then we swing. He blocks. Every time I swing with a card that I know they're going to block, I had a question mark to it, because I'm like, please? No, 3K, please? You know? So you can see that he's getting somewhat flustered here, deciding whether or not to move everything up. He does, and then he plays the Yubaha 3-1 in the back. Notice how I said 3-1. He can't play it. It's actually an illegal move. Removes the Jugrim because it's locked. It can't do anything. Pops the Nobara, so we're gonna let it play out. Swings with the Asnots. So sadly, I ended up not having as much storage in my phone, so the footage got cut short. But after the illegal Yubaha play, which we're gonna ignore, everyone's still learning, mistakes happen. After the illegal Yubaha play, he ends up hitting into a Panda in my a Panda raid in my life. So we raid into the Panda. Next turn we have 2 impacts, so we just close out the game with the Gojo and the Panda. I'm telling you, bro, this deck is beautiful. It's amazing. I hope you guys like it. I'm excited for JJK to come out. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you for stopping by, and I hope you enjoyed your tea break.